Namaste, Jai Bharat. Pakistan's kind of unity is a semblance of mystic. It was wrongly suggested by Muhammad Iqbal that Islam is a unity and Islam is a polity. Islam is a polity itself is stultifying, and Islam as a unity is far flung from any concept of unity. What happens to Baluchistan is an absolute case where Pakistan can fragment anytime. It had already happened in 1971 because Bengalis. What kind of unity you think? They wrongly think that Islam is a unity. That's a mistake of Iqbal. Iqbal has done some couple of mistakes, but then later he realizes. But then his realized documents are not really available because last before he dies, there was a journalist who was supposed to interview him, which did not take place. Maybe if it had taken place, something would have been more clearer about him. Anyway, this Baluchistan had been suffering right from day one, as we understand, that they were sidelined and they were treated as second-grade citizens because of the overwhelming Punjabi majority. The overwhelming Punjabi majority has made Pakistan a Punjabi state rather than others. So now, naturally, the Pashtun and the others, they were sidelined. But this did not happen in Bharat. They think, the Punjabis in Pakistan wrongly think that Punjab is everything for them. And they think if that Punjab and Bharat Punjab is getting united, they can win the world. Again, wrong. Because here in our nation, we have people with distinct abilities in different areas, and our understanding is clearer than what they. There are some people who are more talented in some field and some others in some other field. So that's how Bharat becomes a unit of creativity. So Baluchistan had been suffering, the Baluchis had been revolting, and the army in Pakistan had been ill-treating Baluchis, and now the Baluchis are joining hands with the Pathans, Taliban, now in Afghanistan. And historically, the Afghanis and Baluchis have reasonably good relations with Bharat, though we don't share any borders. But their relations to Pakistan is not that good for both people. So there's a possibility that Baluchistan will fall apart from Pakistan. The only thing they want a lot of support from Bharat, and we don't think can intervene in the affairs of some other beyond a point. We won't be able to intervene into someone else's affair beyond a point. But within a point, maybe it got what we people can do is something that's quite different. But that wouldn't liberate Baluchistan from Pakistan. They have to find their own ways and means, and maybe the Taliban can help them better ways and means to liberate themselves from Pakistan. But nonetheless, it still remains a possibility that within not long time that they would become autonomous, independent. In any case, historically they were never a part of Pakistan as such. They wanted to be independent, not autonomous. It's only that Pakistan has used their army strength and captured this Baluchistan. They are different. They are different. Same thing happens with the Pathans and the Punjabis. They have more differences than anything that unites. And unfortunately, the religion which they follow has not originated in the land in this land. It has originated from a distant land, and that land carries its own distinct culture. And they failed to acculturize the religion to their local culture. What Pakistan has done is other Muslim nations did not do that. Pakistan has done what they have done is they have estranged themselves from their own Sanskriti, their own culture, which is Bharatiya Sanskriti, and they are neither here nor there. That's a problem with them. They have estranged themselves from their culture. So they cannot they can of course adopt faith, but they cannot adopt the culture of some other nation. They have to hold their culture. Unfortunately for them, they distances themselves from everything that is Hindu. For instance, you see, the language what we speak is Hindi, and they don't want the Muslims of that time in Bharat, the Mughal period, did not want to speak Hindi, but they can't help speaking Hindi. What they have done, they have changed the script. We use Devanagari script for most of our languages and purposes, and the language, the script which is mostly used is Devanagari. The same language which we spoke, they started writing in the Iranian script. They have nothing to do with Iran per se, because Iranians are Shias, and these people of Bharat, they are Sunnis. They have started writing our spoken language Hindi in Iranian script and changed the name to call it as Urdu. They call it as Urdu, and that's what Pakistanis speak. They think that Urdu is a language, but Urdu is not a language. It's Hindi. Only thing written in a script which is not theirs. Our Punjabi, we have our own script, Gurumukhi. Just because it is given by Guru or Sikh Guru, these Pakistanis cannot even dream of writing it. They would still write it in Persian script. Same happened to Kashmiri. Kashmiri was written in Devanagari, but with the excess of Islamic influence in Kashmir, they also start writing their language, Kashmiri spoken language, in Persian script. Now they have even rejected their own language and substituted that language with the Persian script. And subsequently, along with Persian script, they started using Persian words in place of Sanskrit words. So like that, they have made a mixture of a kind of language and called it its Urdu. Now look at the situation of Pakistan. Their language is not their own. Their language is a semblance of mistake. The Hindi, they have polluted, adulterated. The Sanskriti, they have adulterated, polluted. They have lost their culture. Because of the fundamental hatred which they had been nourishing right from beginning, the hatred towards Hindus made them null and void. That's the hatred towards Hindus that made the Pakistanis null and void. They can't help it. The same phenomenon did not happen in Baluchistan to this extent. They were naturally having their own everything, and I think they understand Islam in their own manner. Now, unlike the Pakistani general understanding, they still maintain the Baluchi culture, and it seems they have adopted Islam to Baluchi culture to a great extent. So they can distinctly exist with their own identity, but Pakistanis cannot. That's the whole problem in Pakistan. And if Baluchistan falls off, no one is to blame. It's only the Pakistanis to be blamed. They have problems of administration. Their army thinks they are ruling, civilians think they are ruling, and Maulavis think they are ruling. These three are parallels, three lines can never meet one another. We shall meet again with some other thought. Till then, it is Namaste, Jai Bharat and Jai Shri Ram.